Cynthia Ann Layton here. How to change your priorities and prioritizing so that you get results. So prioritizing helps, right? Yeah, it does. Knowing priorities is good. Here's how to move beyond doing that prioritizing stuff so that you get things really done. It's for when knowing your priority is just not good enough, because prioritizing isn't enough in the real world. Simply put, there are reasons why priorities are both necessary and yet insufficient. So if you're goofing on it, hey, it's not you. It's the fact that stuff happens. And when stuff happens, making what you want to happen takes more than simple static choices, because life is dynamic and you can't predict what is going to happen next. So for example, when you start on one thing, that's great. Starting is a big chunk of the problem in getting things done. Yet there are times when prioritizing and starting, well, it is enough. And there's other times when it's not. It's when it's not that's a problem, right? And usually what's happened is that you found something along the way that needs your attention, right? That happened to me this morning. Well, a number of times, but I'm sharing one of them. I planned to write a blog post, and getting started, which is the first thing I got started, I saw a small problem on my website. It did require a simple fix that I realized could make a big difference in terms of my results. It was a roadblock, a real roadblock. So recognizing how a small change could give huge results long term, that's a time when it's useful to investigate right now, because it's both important and urgent to you. So I did decide to look closer. I changed my priorities. But it wasn't as simple as that. I simply, I looked closer now, and I observed. I paid attention. After paying attention, I decided that doing a simple fix now was sensible. But here's the rub. Fixing that one thing, while I was doing it, I found another problem. And then one more. Okay, so I had two more problems. So that meant I needed to make another decision. So I did a quick analysis in the moment, and that led to me looking at the pattern to see why these problems might be there. I chose to fix, 8 problems actually, right away. And 2 more I decided to defer for later. And another whole pattern that I discovered I chose to ignore for right now. Do you prioritize? Do you find that your priorities shift and change based on what you discover and what you observe? If so, good job. You're observing. You're noticing. You're being in the moment, aware of what's going on. The next step is being more aware of what's important and what's urgent, and looking at yourself for how to balance the importance and urgency. It is a process, and awareness helps you get going. Getting going is an important part. And it's all about living in the current moment, because that's what guides you to your solution. Living in the current moment, it helps you decide when to do what comes up in front of you, what's in your face. And it helps you to decide when to divert your attention. So why do you divert your attention to fix problems? When do you fix a problem now, and when do you save it for later? When do you decide it's just going to have to stay that way? Ask yourself these kinds of questions from time to time. Instead of just going off on a rabbit trail and doing something, ask yourself some questions. Ask why you would maybe fix a problem now. Ask why you might save it for later. As you pay attention and ask yourself questions, you'll create a better process for yourself. You'll get things done. And as you notice how you decide what to do now, you will make things happen. Being in the present moment, mindfully, gives you what's sufficient. Paying attention to you right now is what gives you enough, good enough. It helps you to dare to move beyond prioritizing. Oh, you'll still prioritize. You'll do it dynamically, though, by asking yourself small questions. Small questions can change your life, give you results. Thanks for listening. This is Cynthia Ann Layton, signing out. Oh, hey, hit subscribe if you want more results in your life. Thanks.